Focusing on what you don't have will make you way more sadder. I see a lot of people in our generation and in our day and age who focus on things that they don't have. Therefore, they feel worse and more inferior about themselves because they're looking at people in way better positions than them. They're looking at people who have things that they don't have that are very hard to obtain, and they're holding their own value based off of that. It's interesting. Social media basically makes you focus on things you don't have. Because if you scroll on Instagram, you're seeing the people with a Lamborghini, you're seeing this 10 out of 10 model with someone else in Dubai, you're seeing these restaurants, you're seeing Ash, you're seeing all weird as shit that you don't have at that time. You're seeing all this lavish life that is on the top scale of people who's made money, and you're in your normal position. You're in a normal house, you're living a normal life, you live in like a normal city. And then you're seeing all these people in mad positions. And when you think about it, it's almost impossible for that not to have an effect on your mental health. It's almost impossible for that to not affect you to a degree, because you're viewing people who's in a much better position and you're subconsciously going to compare it towards your life, which is in turn going to make you feel a lot worse about yourself. But when you focus on what you actually have, when you focus on the things you have today, whether it's little things or whether it's massive things, you feel a lot more better about yourself, because you can literally come up with 10 things that you have now, and therefore you feel a lot more better in yourself and feel more happy for where you are now and what you're doing now, and you find the positives in what's actually happening now, instead of you looking on social media or whatever and seeing people in amazing positions doing amazing things that are extremely hard to obtain, and they're living the best life in comparison to you, even though you don't know if they're actually living the best life, because it's snapshots of their life and it's just little recordings of their life at the best bits, and they put it on there for it to look the best. You don't actually know they're living that life as well. But when you focus on what you actually have, it makes such a positive impact on you as an individual. It makes your life feel so much better. It makes you feel so much more happier for who you are and what you've done and what you've accomplished. Because you can look back on yourself a few years ago now and you can say, oh, I've got better at this, I've got better at this, I've got better at this. And it makes you feel better about yourself. You could find things to be grateful for now, like your house, like the food you're able to eat, water you're able to drink, the clothes you have, the way you can breathe, all different things you can find. How healthy and active you are, how amazing it is to go to the gym and to be able to go outside and to live life. You can find good things that you actually have now. But when you're looking at people on social media, when you're looking at people in better positions, you're subconsciously gonna compare yourself to them, because they are going to get an emotional reaction out of you, because it's going to look so good and it's going to stimulate your mind so much. It's impossible for you not to have an actual reaction towards it. And we're not actually meant to be seeing that, because how many people do you know who live that type of life? It's not a high percentage. It's not a high percentage of people who live that type of life. Pretty much everyone's lives are relatively similar around you. Whereas you got that other percentage that you're seeing all the time on Instagram, seeing them in amazing shape, seeing them do this, that, eating in 5-star restaurants, out partying in like the nicest clubs, in Dubai, on the Burj Khalifa. You see them doing all these different things. Therefore, you're going to compare yourself to that. And then you look at your life and you think, oh, I haven't got that much in comparison to them. But then you just have to focus on what you do have. And this is what I'm asking you lot to do, man. For your mental health, for you to feel better about yourself, you got to focus on what you have. And after you've found a few things that you actually have and you actually feel the gratitude for them, you feel so much better in yourself. And there's literally studies saying that gratitude can help with mental health problems. It can help with anxiety, it can help with depression, it can help you feeling happier. It can genuinely have a massive, massive positive impact on you. Whereas you looking at other people in a better position is not going to have a positive position on you. Even if you use it as inspiration, that's a good thing, don't get me wrong. But also it's going to take a while for you to get there. And you need to keep that in mind. Nothing comes overnight as well. You need to understand that you've got things in your life that you can be happy for. You've got things in your life that you can be grateful for. You just got to find them and give it attention. You got to zoom in on them and find what you have and actually feel the gratitude and say that you're grateful for them. And then in turn that have such a positive effect on you and on your life. And it's sad to see, because you see a lot of people chasing a lifestyle like that and they don't have the money for it. Therefore they'll go on a trip and they'll spend all their money on the trip and then they'll just lose it. And then they'll be at square one. They'll buy all these designer clothes when they can't actually afford it, to give off the impression that they're living that life. Therefore they're they'll lose even more money and won't be covering real bases in their life that they need to cover. You don't actually know with these people online if they're actually living that life, because it's a snapshot of time. It's a literal 5-second video or a minute video of their life, the best bits of their life. So it's not actually possible for you to compare with them. It's not real. It's not real in a sense, because you don't know what happens after that video. You don't know if they're all grumpy. You don't know if that person's got serious issues with their mental health. They're not happy that they're there. You don't know if that person's actually feeling fulfilled. You don't know if they're really stressed. You don't know what is actually going on in their mind. And it looks like the grass is greener on the other side, but I don't believe it always is. I don't believe it always is. It's really important to focus on your mental health. And gratitude's a big pillar of your mental health, being grateful for what you've done in the past and being grateful for what you have as well. That's a big pillar of your mental health that helps you feel a lot better about yourself. And I want you lot to understand, you shouldn't be comparing yourself to these people. And that's why deleting social media and staying off of Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all these apps has such a positive effect, because you are not comparing yourself then. You've just got your life now. And you can listen to audiobooks, and you can go for a walk, you can journal, you can meditate, you can work out, you can really focus on the food you're eating, just little things like that. And you can truly find the beauty in your life now. Whereas when you got all these distractions and you're seeing people in better positions, it's going to have a more negative effect on you and on your mental health, which is going to lead you further and further away from who you want to be and your goals, because it's going to be harder for you to take action when you're distracted. It's going to be harder for you to take action when your mental health is worse. But whereas when you take a step back from that and you're no longer watching people who's in a better position than you, and that is not helping you, you are going to feel a lot better about yourself, because now you're focusing on your life and you're doing things for you, and you find things that can help you make your life a bit better, and things you enjoy doing that actually has a positive impact on you. And it's important to realize this stuff, man. It's important to realize this stuff. It's sad to see, because a lot of people are in this boat where they compare themselves to these people online who are doing amazing and incredible things in their eyes that look lavish, that look fancy. And you don't actually know if them people who's doing it enjoy it as much as you would enjoy doing it, because you don't have it, whereas they have it. You don't know if it's getting mundane for them. You don't know if they're kind of upset about their life. You don't know if they're overworked, overstressed, and just not in a happy position. But whereas if you focus on what you actually have now, it's going to have such a positive effect on you, because you're going to be able to feel grateful for what you have now. And therefore, when more blessings come in the future, it's going to have an even more bigger effect on you and your life, and you're going to feel even better and happier about yourself then. And you're going to feel so grateful about what you've done in the past in order for you to get here. And you're going to feel so grateful for who you are as an individual. And that's going to be even greater. And say more blessings come, more financial blessings, more personal blessings, all different types of blessings come in your life then. That's going to have such more of a positive effect on you as well, because you'll have your mind in a good place. You'll feel more grateful for what you have already, and then you get another thing come in, and you're going to feel even more grateful for that, and the moments that you're able to share with people, and the things you're able to do now. So it's important to focus on what you have now. Don't focus on what you don't have, because that's just going to ruin your mental health and make you feel worse about yourself. Use it as inspiration to an extent, but please don't focus on what you don't have. Take a step back and truly focus on yourself, and find what you actually want to do and who you want to be, and start working towards it, and find the blessings and the gratitude for yourself and what you have now, and build some gratitude up for yourself in the future. Do things that make you happy in the future, and you're going to be an all-round more happier, more grateful human being, and that's exactly what we want. Thank you lot for watching this video. I hope you got a lot of value, and there's going to be more content coming soon. Thank you.